Most concerning of all is the World Health Organization itself. For decades, it has maintained that there's no consistent, convincing evidence that ingested asbestos is harmful. Well, the World Health Organization, every 4 years for the past several decades, has put out a report every 4 years called Asbestos in Drinking Water. And it maintains there's no consistent, convincing evidence. That last report came out in December 2021. So in January of this year, I contacted the WHO to make sure that I wasn't missing something, if my math was off, and where was the recent update. They said, no, Mr. Branch, your math is spot on, and there are currently no plans for any more updates. So we are held in a limbo by the World Health Organization of no consistent, convincing evidence. And I want you to look at that conclusion of that very last report from the World Health Organization. You'll see up at the top, no consistent, convincing evidence. And then you'll see that the main source of asbestos in drinking water is old asbestos cement water pipes. And in between those highlights, you'll see that rainwater may be harvested from existing AC roofing, because we've got the asbestos cement roof tiles, and I'll talk about that just in a few minutes. It goes on to say that the degradation and release of fibers from those roof tiles should be minimized because of inhaling asbestos is harmful. And it finishes by saying it would be useful to conduct investigative monitoring to find out what impact old asbestos cement water pipes are having on the numbers of fibers, the types, the size, and the shape in drinking water. Well, the interesting thing about a lack of regulation, and this is a perfect illustration, I go back to that UK-Europe investigation in 2024. As a result of that, 4 bright young lads at the University of London thought, aha, we'll create a device that can monitor asbestos in water. It'll be a good business practice. We're about to open a lab, and this is a story from the investigative team saying what an impact their work had, and these young lads were going to change the world. Well, I followed those 4 young men, and last year about this time I interviewed them as they were opening their lab, and they were very excited about this and thought that they were going to do something good. Well, here's a website, here's a page from their website talking about what they found. And what they found is that the long latency period and a lack of regulation meant there was no business case here. So they've moved on, they've pivoted to other areas of water contamination. So there goes one hopeful